Hello, I'm Nate, and I'm going to try and do some voice acting for you now. As I say in the email, I'm British, so it's probably best I should start with Wesker. I don't know which Wesker voice you'd prefer. I'm going to try and go for the RE5 one for this, just to see what you think, okay? Wesker leaned against his desk, his strong features expressionless. Chris, we all want to get to the bottom of this, but we have to work as a team, and the best approach here is to do a thorough search for those missing hikers before we start jumping to conclusions. Chris, we all want to get to the bottom of this, but we have to work as a team, and the best approach here is to do a thorough search for those missing hikers before we start jumping to conclusions.
Chris, good you're here. Looks like we can stop wasting time. Standard procedure, Chris. Chief. Sorry, Chris. I know you wanted things to go different, but Irons didn't put a whole lot of stock in your misgivings. Alright, people. Since it appears that Miss Valentine isn't planning on joining us, why don't we get this started? And if Bravo's information points to that area, rest assured, we'll search there. For now, I don't see any reason to consider it a priority. Chris, we all want to get to the bottom of this, but we have to work as a team, and the best approach here is to do a thorough search for those missing hikers before we start jumping to conclusions. Bravo will take a look-see, and we'll conduct this by the book. Jill, I see that you managed to find the time to come in. Illuminate us with your brilliant insights. What have you got for us? Not bad at all. Disprove? I agree. Anything else? At this point we don't know what we're dealing with, and I know that all of us have some concerns with how the RPD has been dealing with the situation. But now that we're on the case, Vickers, put it on comm. Position? Joseph, take over the board and keep trying to raise them. Vickers, warm up the copter and get clearance. I want us ready to fly in 5. Barry, Chris, I want you to get the weapons into the copter, loaded and secured. Jill, get the vests and packs and meet us on the roof. I'm going to put a call into Irons, make sure he gets us some backup, and EMTs down at the barricades. 5 minutes or less, folks, let's move. I'm going to make sure our copter's outfitted. Joseph, give it another minute and then turn it over to the boys at the front desk. You can help these two carry the equipment up. I'll see you on top. Problems, Jill? I'll call maintenance when we get back. Alright kids, look lively. We're coming up on Sector 22. They could be anywhere. Now, let's not assume the worst. There's a possibility that they started that fire on purpose as a signal. But whatever it is, we won't know till we get there. Now if I can have your full attention, please. Listen up, we've got people down in a possible hostile environment. I want all of you armed, and I want an organised approach. Barry, you'll take point. Brad's going to set us down as close to the site as he can get. What looks like a small clearing about 50 meters south of their last coordinates. He'll stay with the copter and keep it warm in case of trouble. Any questions? Good. Barry, load us up. We can leave the rest of the gear on board and come back for it. Circle out, people. 3 meters apart. Widen as we go. Hold your fire! Back to the copter, now! Damn you, Vickers. Keep going! Veer right, 1 o'clock. Curse you, Vickers. Now the wood around the lock is splintered. Somebody broke this door open before we got here. And that's what I'm thinking. Help should be on the way, assuming our friend, Mr. Vickers, bothers to call it in. It's not safe to go back out. Until cavalry shows up, we might as well take a look around. It's obvious that somebody's been keeping this place up, though why and for how long? How are we on ammo? I've got 17. Chris, check it out and report back ASAP. We'll wait here in case the RPD comes knocking. You run into any trouble, fire a weapon and we'll find you. Jill, why don't you... Go. I'll wait here. Barry, just the man I was looking for. Sorry about that. I had some business to attend to. You know, call of nature. Barry, I need your help. Have you ever heard of White Umbrella? White Umbrella is a sector of Umbrella Incorporated, a very important division. They specialize in biological research, I guess you could say. The Spencer estate houses their research facilities, and recently an accident occurred. This division of Umbrella has a few ties to the STARS organization, and not long ago I was asked to assist in their handling of this situation. It's a very delicate situation, mind you, very hush-hush. White Umbrella doesn't want a whisper of their involvement getting out. Now, what I'm supposed to do is to get to the laboratories on the grounds here and put an end to some rather incriminating evidence. Proof that White Umbrella is responsible for the accident that's caused so much trouble in Raccoon as of late. The problem is, I don't have the key to get into those labs. Keys, actually. And that's where you come in. I need you to help me find these keys. Ah, Barry, you don't understand. You don't have a choice in the matter. See, a few of my friends from White Umbrella are currently standing outside of your house, watching your wife and daughter sleep. If you don't help me, your family is going to die. Now, before you pull the trigger, I should mention that if I don't report back to my friends fairly soon, their orders are to go ahead and do the deed anyway. I'm not. Try me. You can apologize for their headstones later. Now, there are 4 copper plates somewhere in this house. Each one is about the size of a teacup, and has a picture engraved on one side. Sun, moon, stars, and wind. There's a back door on the other side of the mansion where the 4 of them belong. This should open all of the doors in the other wing, or at least the important ones, 1st and 2nd floor. Find those pieces for me, and your wife and children will be fine. I will undoubtedly want to help you search. If you see either of them, tell them that the back door you've discovered could be the way out. I'm sure they'll be happy to work with their trusted friend, good old Barry. In fact, you should unlock every door you can in order to promote a more thorough job. Of course, you tell them you've seen me. That could complicate matters. If I run into trouble, say, get shot in the back, well, enough said. Let's just keep this to ourselves. Oh, I'll be around, don't worry. I'll contact you when the time is right. Trust me, Barry. Do what I tell you, and there's nothing to worry about. When the other 3 are in place, I'll wait until they're off looking for the final piece, and then I'll slip right out of the door. Maybe I'll take a nap while I wait for the rest of them to catch up. East of Eagle, Wolf of... Wait, that's the same thing written on the fountain. It can't be. The researchers have gone nuts, but surely they wouldn't lock down the labs. Oh, damn it! That other medallion can be anywhere, and I can't afford to let someone else find it first. Why don't you finish the puzzle, Mr. Burton? Time's short, Barry, and there's still a lot for us to do. Well, there's been a slight change of plans. See, it turns out that I need to find something else, and I have an idea where it might be. But there are some dangers involved, and you've done such a good job so far. I want you to come along. In fact, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to insist on it. I know you want to kill me, Barry, but I want you to think about what you're doing. I die, your family dies, and right now it looks like Jill may have to die too, but you can stop it. You can put a stop to all the killing. Yes, but I didn't want to. Enrico found some information he shouldn't have. He knew too much, and if he told Jill what he knew about Umbrella, I'll have to kill her too. That's not true. Don't you get it? I just want to get to the laboratory and get rid of the evidence before anyone finds it. Once that material is destroyed, there's no reason for anyone else to get hurt. We can all just walk away. All I want you to do is keep Jill busy. Keep her and anyone else you run into away from the labs, at least for a little while. You'll be saving her life, and I swear to you that as soon as I get what I need, you and your family will never hear from me again. Good boy. A map from the tunnels to the first basement level. If for some reason you can't keep her away, at least go with her. There are a lot of doors with locks on the outside down there. Worst comes to worst, you can lock her up until it's over. I mean it, Barry. No one else has to get hurt. It's all up to you. If the stars aren't already dead, they will be soon. And assuming I don't suffer some massive lapse of skill, I'll be out of here within half an hour. Mission complete. Samples collected, disks erased, power reconnected, Tyrant support off. One more thing to do. How did she make it past the hunters? Jesus! I am in control. Nothing is happening here that I can't handle. This is my game, my rules, and I will accomplish my mission without any interference from that little thief bitch. Barry Burton, as I live and breathe. Hello, Jill. Nice of you to drop by. Nice work, Barry. Take her weapons. Now, get back up to B1 and wait for me by the exit. I'll be up in a few minutes. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to hurt her. I promise. Now get going. Old Barry's got some troubles at home. I told him that Umbrella has a team watching his house, waiting to kill his precious family. He was only too happy to help. Maybe, but I'm going to be a rich bastard when all this is over. Umbrella's paying me a lot of money to clean up that little problem, and get rid of a few of you goddamn snooping stars in the process. Oh, not all of them. They've got big plans for some of us, at least those of us who want to make a profit. It's you snivelling goo-getters that they don't want. The red, white and blue apple pie, all that happy bullshit. The way Redfield's been running around mouthing off about conspiracies. You think Umbrella didn't notice? It has to stop here. This whole place was rigged to blow up just in case of an accident, and the Tyrant virus escaping qualifies. Once you're all dead, and this facility's destroyed, no one will be able to get to the truth. But enough about Umbrella. I had you brought down here for a little experiment of my own. I want to see how our most agile team member stands up against the miracle of modern science. If you just step through that door... Blackmailers? Oh, you mean Barry? Umbrella wouldn't bother with blackmail. They can afford to buy people just as easily. I made all that up to get him on board.